Now, of course, every once in a while down at the ramp, we'll get a visitor or maybe even two. Welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today we are down here at Black Point, and we just had our baby manatee and his mother come rolling by. And here we go, we got our first crew approaching the dock. First thing we're going to notice with the flags rolling, it is definitely a windy day, but Cap has been all over those throttles. He's trying to get this one onto the dock. So let's see how much success they can have, but man, you can tell it's just not been a smooth throttle hand for our guy. He is all over it. Now, I'm just guessing on this one, we're trying to go in on 3. 2's definitely going to be the easier approach, and I think our guy's switching lines, and we're going to switch the approach angle we're going to come at. But that's just if he's got enough room to come in behind that boat that's in front of him. And right now, I'd be a little sketchy about that, as he's just all over the throttle. Almost sends the crew in the back of the boat onto the ground, but they're able to hold on as he goes back into forward gear and inches ever so much closer to the docks again. Maybe he's having a transmission issue, because we can definitely hear it every time he's trying to shift. So he's kind of taking his time. I think he's just confused on where he really wants to go. So we can see the wake in the water in front of him, so we can't see it in the camera angle, but that tells me the boat on the other side has its engines on, which will make for a really tough approach, considering he's already struggling with the wind now. So maybe he's just kind of pausing, waiting to see if they're going to turn those motors off. So they backed pretty much all the way out on this one. And there we go. Once again, you can hear it. Cap goes back into forward gear. I mean, it was a smooth transition that time. He didn't go jerking forward like we've seen the rest of the time. But just with the amount of noise it's making, it sounds like either that throttle cable is a little loose because the transmission's just not wanting to engage easy, or there's some sort of issue. Because now he's kind of completely missing the dock again. So if he was deciding he was going to go on 2, we were not even close on that approach. And then the boat that's in front of him again is turned the motors back on. So Cap's going to have to figure out what he wants to do here. He can't just hold forever. He's going to have to make a move. I mean, I guess he can hold for a while until those boats move if he wants. So there's the old transmission one more time. So we're going to go back into forward gear. Let's see if they're ready to make an attempt on the dock. And the wind looks like it's, well, as soon as I say it, looks like it shifted. It shifts right back, going left to right across the screen. For a few moments, those flags are pointing a little bit more into the dock, which would give them an easier approach. But I'm having a tough time just reading what their intent is on which dock they intend to try and go to. And I think we're even switching it up completely here now. So our guy moves up to the bow, ready on the lines. Looks like we do got a final approach coming in. And he brake checks it again, pulls back on it, and brakes out hard on this one. And now he reverses it. We're going to come in hot. Hopefully they can get it slowed down before they get to the dock. But no, we're just going to use the human fenders to try and push it off and slow us down. I mean, it'll work and get the job done, but Cap, man, he was all over the place on that one, and they definitely came in pretty hot. Speaking of things being hot today, we've got some hot tires down here today because we've had a ton of people struggling to get off the ramp, including this crew who winds up powering out. And that's an interesting power out attempt because the motor's even turned. It's not straight. I can't tell. Maybe our guy started to fall over as it was coming out, but definitely an interesting take on the power out as he tries to straighten the motor back out now. they should be good to roll, it looks like. And here comes our crew in on approach. So Cap's got a decent angle. Again, very windy day. Strong crosswind, making it difficult to approach the dock that he's approaching. But when you're doing this, you got to do it like they're doing right now. You come in with a little bit of a heavy bow angle, use the throttle just in and out of neutral ever so lightly, just to try and get you close to the dock. Sometimes you'll have to do exactly like he just did there. Turn a little more in, especially if you got somebody with you who can help. Like we see here, like our guy on the bow should be able to get off shortly. We've got our young lady on the stern with the lines on the ready, which means that the crew should be able to work together to get this one on, but she's too far off with the wind. She's trying to hold on to the pole to bring it back over, but she'd have a pretty good sized leap to get over there. But she should be able to make the toss possibly and allow our guy on the dock to possibly bring both ends of the boat over. So Cap's gonna use a little power to help out there as the crew had the line around the pole for a moment. But I mean, textbook way of getting this done in some pretty windy conditions, trying to push this vessel off the dock as they make their approach. And here we go, more tires heating up. And oh man, we got us a Jeep stuck on the dock. And I'll tell you what, we always gotta watch these because Black Point's baby Jeep killer. This thing swallows Jeeps, it seems like left and right. So we'll fast forward a little bit. They took a few minutes, tried to readjust some things, but we're gonna wind up, it looks like, with the same result. We get a little higher up the ramp this time, but still not enough to get it out. Again, after a few minor adjustments, they're gonna try one more time. Giving her a little hell, but no, she's still not gonna go. And they're gonna have to try again. They might need a little help on this one. I don't know if this Jeep's getting this out on its own. So this time we put somebody over on the front of the boat, standing on the front of the trailer, doing a little bounce action, but not enough. They're gonna have to wrangle up the troops to try and get this Wrangler out of here. So this time we got a few more people helping. Let's see how we roll. And again, not getting anywhere. The Jeep's gotta be four-wheel drive, right? But for whatever reason, still, they are just struggling and can't get this thing up the ramp. We fast-forwarded a little bit through this because this Jeep has literally been here for almost 9 minutes at this point and just cannot get past getting over the top of the hill here at Black Point. Always just makes me nervous because it's always the Jeeps. For whatever reason, we see these Jeeps just go down here. It is a slick ramp, and there we go. They got it this time. Gave her a little hell, smoked the tires, lit it up, but it gets them over the top, and they're able to get out of here. And speaking of getting out of here, we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we've got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.